915 bean head, the John Deere 9400. We're gonna try picking some beans today. I think they're ready. We're gonna get some and take them to the local co-op and get a moisture test. So let's do this. Some on the one side of the bean head was catching a little dirt. Found out we need to put need to replace a couple rivets on the skid shoes on the bottom. So we're gonna bring it up. We got enough for, I believe, a moisture sample. So he's gonna take that in. I'm gonna fix the bean head, and then we're gonna see if we can keep combining. So yeah. All right, rivets replaced right there. But what problem was this had peeled down, dirt was getting caught in there. Now they all look good. All right, this head should be ready to go now. I'm just gonna shut this ladder on the back. So it's yet to be seen if we're gonna start harvest yet. We're seeing what Dad and my brother are figuring out what they want to do, because the beans are like 14.5 moisture. Oops. I guess I need to go up there and check the field. And we don't know if we should keep going tonight or wait till tomorrow. So we're gonna figure that out. So, all right, she's ready to go again. And so is this. The 8310 is ready on the Big Parker 705. So we're actually going to continue harvest tomorrow, but since we just got it fixed, we are gonna come out and number one, make sure we're gonna pick a few more beans today before we quit. And we're gonna make sure, number one, that we fix the problem. I think we did, but we just want to make sure. And we're going to do a loaded shutdown on the machine to make sure we are doing a good job cleaning, and make sure we're not losing too many beans out the back and, you know, or under the head. Make sure the head, we're going to have header loss regardless, but just make sure everything is working the way it should. This was the first pass we took. Doing a pretty nice clean job of chopping up weeds and beans. Pretty neat. So he'll be out here in a minute with the combine. All right, we got the combine in here for the night. That's all we're doing for tonight. We did 1 acre. Everything is set. We got pretty much all the bugs we could find worked out. So what we ended up doing, I ended up adjusting the cutter bar, the flex bar, up on this side because it was a little lower, and that helped. We reset a few settings on the head for speeds, and changed our drive speed. Everything works better, working better. And we're just gonna wait one more day. As we said, tomorrow's gonna be even nicer, warmer, and I think warmer and sunnier. We're gonna let the beans dry just a little bit more. Tomorrow we should be able to get into the full swing of things, and we're gonna get that small field knocked out and then move on to the next stuff. So see you in the morning. just like every year, we got the 71 foot Westfield auger going up to the big Mikata bin. This is a rotary screener. Basically, it runs as it spins. The beans run through here and it screens out all the little weed seeds and every little other imperfections. Dumps them out into the auger hopper. Screenings go into this wagon right here. So pretty simple setup. We run it every year. It works just fine, especially since we don't have a ton of beans either. So, all right. Well, lunchtime, and then we go pick some beans. All right, got the tractor and wagon out here, ready to tackle these beans. Let's pick a few. Oh yeah. Let's try some down lower. Oh, even better. Yep, we got some beans to harvest here. Let's get to it before the neighbors do. These are some of our cleanest beans this year. A lot cleaner than last year, as you can tell. And here's the combine. All right, so we tried the beans earlier this afternoon. They were testing like 14.9. At least that's what the co-op tester said, and our tester was saying similar. Now our tester's telling us close to 13, where it's like closer to 4 o'clock. It's after 4 o'clock now. So now we can go on beans. We're gonna try and get this whole section done. So we kind of had to wait a little bit of a delay, but it is time. Let it go. Take on the beans, folks. Harvest 25 is now in swing. We got neighbors harvesting corn over there. Neighbors harvesting beans up there. Stuff's happening. We're harvest is getting into the full swing of things, but not quite. Just a slow start. As you can see here, we just did a loaded shutdown of the machine. Looking for any beans. Looks like we're doing a good job here. I don't see any beans. See if we're leaving any uncut beans behind. Be right there. So far, pretty good. Pretty good. So for those of you that don't know, a loaded shutdown is basically where you're running the machine and you shut the machine off real fast, turn off the separator and the header, and then turn the key back on real fast. What that does is that shuts the machine off, and it doesn't give the separator or the head any time to finish processing what's going through the machine. So basically any material that is in the machine will stay there. It'll just stop moving instantly. That way we can look at we can see if we're getting any loss on the ground from the back of the combine, or, just making sure it's doing a good job. So that's what a loaded shutdown is. Got this much done over here, just finishing up this little bit here. All right, this field here is done. So now it's just the big one over there. I think we've got pretty much all the bugs worked out. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do much more tonight, but let's check the neighbor's beans. They're still pretty good. They're still pretty dry. Pretty soon here, stuff's gonna start getting tough here soon. It's like getting close to 7 o'clock, so yeah. So we put her into drive. Up in the 9, 10th gear. Let's hit the flashers on. Pulling the big Parker with beans. For the full wagon, you want to go max 14 gear, full throttle. At least on the gravel road here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for that video. We will see you in the next one where we will continue the bean harvest.